Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to CBS Sports coverage of the NCAA tournament. Today's game is between the Northern Iowa Panthers and the Kansas Jayhawks. And there is the starting lineup for each team.
I'm really excited about the matchup in the power forward spot. When they play well, their respective teams usually play well. Let's see what happens tonight.
Here's a look at how these teams plan on controlling the tempo. So here we go. Out on the wing. First team foul. Too aggressive on defense here. He winds up with the foul.
You always get your hand reaching in, you get in trouble. Seniors are important, Gus, because they bring so much to the table in terms of experience, accountability, and consistency. As a coach, you like to have guys like that on the roster who you can depend on.
He got them both. They may have him in some trouble here, Rat.
He's trapped, Gus.
Both teams looking to get in a bit of a rhythm here. And he lays it up and in. When you can pass and score like he does, it makes a coach's job a bit easier.
And what's great about this kid is his ability to find the open man and also put up some points. It's a skill that not enough guards possess.
On the wing. Thanks for joining CBS Sports coverage of NCAA basketball. I'm Gus Johnson alongside Bill Raftery. Now with 10 to shoot. Shots up, shots off, grabs the rebound. Mayo handles the pass. Swatted away. Campbell receives the ball. Inside. We're at the 8-minute mark. On the right side, he attempts the trifecta.
Squared up on the catch. Got his puppies in order.
They work the perimeter. Rise and fire. He can't get it to go. Grabs the board. Out on the left wing. It's a call for the foul. And a chance for a three-point play. Dickinson is really solid in the low post area.
They like his game because he can play with his back toward the basket and can shoot it from 12 to 15 feet.
Opportunity for a three-point play now.
Back in it.
He hits it. Ball handler may be in a bit of trouble, Raph. Anderson receives the pass. He strokes it. The junior. 7 minutes left on the game clock. Now they work it around the perimeter. In the lane, and answer. Campbell handles the feed. He looks for three, and no! What a rebound. The ball stripped. On the left side. Foul on the play. Obviously too aggressive here defensively.
You really got to know your limitations, Gus.
Another great second-year player here, Bill. Underclassmen are a big key for any successful program.
He's still young, but the coach has him out there for a reason. He tends to make the right decisions out there, which means more playing time for him. A simple concept that applies to everyone, regardless of age or experience.
Gets two at the charity stripe. Now they work it around the perimeter. He takes the three. Rims off. It's a call for the foul. A chance for a three-point play. The old-fashioned way.
With quick feet and strength.
Can he cap the free throw to get a three-point play? It's good. Left on the game clock. Heat check time from long range. Not this time.
They should look to push it now. A little woo-woo, Gus.
They work the perimeter. Jump shot. The senior. Off the mark.
Get out and fill.
The Jayhawks are doing a great job of controlling the pace of this game.
I'll tell you, if you make the opposition play at your pace, it can really get them out of their comfort zone.
Coach, we're about midway through the first half. Good ball game. Both teams look like they have a chance to win this thing.
I think both teams are executing well. Ultimately, it's going to come down to who is going to play tougher at the defensive end and rebound the ball.
5 minutes left on the game clock. Out on the wing. Shots up. Oh! Now we've got a turnover. Now in transition. Do they need a timeout here, Rap?
Gus, they definitely need a timeout. They've lost their composure.
First personal foul. Obviously too aggressive here defensively.
You really got to know your limitations, Gus.
Here's another solid junior build.
Juniors and seniors are such important pieces of any college team. Having experienced kids like him, it can really help coaches and reinforce team philosophies.
Both free throws go. We're at the 4-minute mark. Dump it inside. He shoots from the corner. Shots off.
Look to outlet.
On the left side. He shoots from the left of the circle and hits. Now they work it around the perimeter. Jump shot and answer. On the left side, rise and fight, and he answered. Get it down on the low block, in the lane, and he can't get the bounce.
Oh, physicality.
Foul on the play. Too aggressive on defense. He winds up with the foul.
You always get your hand reaching in, you get in trouble.
Everyone on the squad is solid from the free throw line. Their team free throw percentage is pretty good.
You know it's always tough to play a team that can knock it down with consistency coming down the stretch.
He got them both. Looking for a good shot. He shoots from the corner. With no luck, takes the board. Cross court. Picked off. Way out on the right wing. He goes for three. He missed it. Snatches it down. Bond on the move. 2 minutes left on the game clock. They work the perimeter. No. No. Cleans the glass. On the left side. Fires. They're having a tough time hitting from the floor. Out on the left wing.
Strong to the goal.
We are at the 1 minute mark on the wing. Foul on the play. Obviously too aggressive here defensively.
You really got to know your limitations, Gus.
I'm not sure this is the guy you want to send to the line.
But this kid can knock him down, Gus.
Gets two at the charity stripe.
How about that elevation?
Timeout on the floor. CBS Sports coverage of the NCAA Basketball Championship will continue after this. And we're back, ready to get things going again after the timeout. On the left side. Jump shot. He can't get it to go. Hungry for the ball. Out on the left wing. Dials up a long-range shot. No luck from downtown. Transition. In the post. He got it up and in. He's a good inside presence who can step out to the perimeter and knock it down.
I'll tell you, Gus, when you have guys who can score down in the box and also step out and convert, what do you do defensively? You can really cause problems in the matchup for the D.
Off the mark. One half is in the book. Stay tuned for CBS at the half. Here we see how these two teams are stacking up against each other so far. Let's check in and take a look at how both sides are doing with the keys to the game. Coach, you talked about the pressure of NCAA tournament play, and here it is in the second half, and you know it's building on both of these teams.
We've heard it before, Gus. Survive and advance. I'm certain that these teams will come out and do whatever it takes to survive. Nobody wants to be making that long loser's walk to the locker room tonight.
Fires. He doesn't get the hoop to fall. Now with the ball screen. Jump shot. He can't get the hoop to fall. And lays it in. Both teams are looking to get something going here. He shoots from the top of the circle. He doesn't get the hoop. Dump it inside. Fires. And it goes in. On the outside. He shoots from the corner, and he hits the three. We're at the 8-minute mark. Top of the key. Heat check time from long range. He nails the bucket. Top of the key. Can finish. The shot clock down to 10. We are at the 7-minute mark. Shot clock violation.
Well, that's a great D there, Gus.
How about a second time? Check out this layup.
How about the concentration at the 10, despite being banged in the paint?
Anderson receives the pass. Shots off.
Get out and fill.
Pushes it. Turns it over. Pushing in transition. And that's a jam. Long down court pass.
Perfect.
Now they work it around the perimeter. Six minutes left on the game clock. On the outside. He blocks the shot. Adams on the move. Out on the right wing. He shoots from the deep corner. No! It's a call for the foul. Too aggressive on defense here. He winds up with the foul.
You always get your hand reaching in, you get in trouble.
Bill, we had a great tournament game going on here in the first half. I don't know what happened here in the second half, but it's not even close anymore.
Well, my gut tells me that this one is going to come down to coaching on both sides. I think the coach's strategic maneuvers here are going to be the big difference, making sure that the star players are getting the ball in the right place will be used.
The trap's in place, Rap. On the left side. Shots off.
Great inside control.
Out on the wing. And he's fouled. Once again, a case of being too aggressive defensively.
There's nothing wrong with being aggressive, but you just got to know when to back off.
The Jayhawks are a pretty good free throw shooting team.
I know the coach takes pride in their free throw shooting. It's something they really have worked on.
Both free throws go. Raph, they've got him right where they want him. Can't elude the trap.
Great defensive trap there. That's almost textbook, Gus.
Stolen. Adams on the move. Buried. We're at the 5-minute mark. On the outside. And he's fouled. Obviously too aggressive here defensively.
You really got to know your limitations, Gus. Opportunity here to put some points up, Gus. Clock stopping.
Makes it. Adams takes the pass. In the lane with the answer. The Jayhawks are controlling the pace of the game.
They're doing a terrific job at playing their game, really making a conscious effort to control the tempo and imposing their will on the opposition.
Timeout on the floor, ladies and gentlemen. More CBS Sports coverage after this. And after the timeout, we're all set to pick things up. Now they work it around the perimeter. Buck. On the left side. Now with the ball screen. Four minutes left on the game clock. And he can't get the bounce. They work it around the perimeter. Called for the foul. Obviously too aggressive here defensively.
You really got to know your limitations, Gus.
Now they'll line him up. Sinks it. He got them both. Top of the key. He missed it.
Put a little English on it.
No.
What a rebound. It's mine.
Out on the left wing.
Total control. Knows where to be. Location. A high-rent district.
Top of the key. He shoots from the left side of the circle. Can't put it down. We're at the 3-minute mark on the right side. Big finish coming here, Raph, and we're staying put.
Offensively, this is when the star players should have the ball, Gus. It's time for the playmakers to step up and lead their team to victory.
Mayo handles the pass. He shoots from the corner, and he misses the shot. And he can't hit the shot. Campbell with the ball. Going with the ball screen now. Down the lane. Finger roll. So easy. Looking for a good shot. He fires away. The basket goes! And one! Great play! Once again, a case of being too aggressive defensively.
There's nothing wrong with being aggressive. You just got to know when to back off.
Steps to the line in hopes of capping a three-point play.
Is that helpful?
The Jayhawks seem like they want to take the defensive pressure to the next level.
Watch for some full-court pressure, Gus. I'm curious to see how the pressure will be handled.
He shoots from the top of the circle. You bet. Campbell handles the feed. Jump shot. Give them the points. That's goaltending. On the left side. He throws up the shot. Up and in. Ha ha! We are at the 1 minute mark. The shot won't fall. On the wing. Foul on the play. At the free throw line opportunity.
Solid shooter.
Gets it. It's good. Timeout on the floor. CBS Sports coverage of NCAA basketball will continue after this. Welcome back, and we're set to inbound after the timeout. Campbell receives the pass. And he lays it up and in. Now it's all about clock management, Bill. Stopping the clock in hopes of getting the lead.
Trying to sneak their way back in.
On the right side. And it's knocked away. Great block. Foul on the play. With the pair. Makes the foul shot. Gets two at the charity stripe. And they continue to foul to stop the clock.
Good strategy.
Sideline inbound. I think that's it for him, Coach. I think that's the last foul of the night. I'm sure he didn't want things to end this way.
Boy, that hurts them.
At the line. Good. Book it. And we're back ready to get things going again after the timeout. Anderson gets the ball. Lets it go. No.
Clock management, Gus, that's what it's all about now. Stopping the clock in order to get back into this game.
A chance for one and the bonus. Hits that one. Makes the shot. And we're ready. And we're back. Gus Johnson along with Bill Raftery with you here, ready to inbound after the timeout. He launches the bomb. He buries it from downtown. Foul. And that stops the clock again. With the free one. Got it! No doubt about it. And after the timeout, we're all set to pick things up. Jacobson gets the pass with the big shot. No! We've said it so many times, survive and advance. Well, one survived, and will advance. The other one's going home.
Well, when you take a close look at this victory, it came down to execution. We say it all the time, but these guys did a terrific job of getting stops at the defensive end and scores at the offensive end.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes CBS Sports coverage of NCAA basketball. I'm Gus Johnson saying so long.